Adding text to an image is something that a lot of my students seem to want to do, so I thought I'd do a very basic one. So basic is this: you need to make sure that on your toolbar the T is highlighted, and if you then click on your image, you'll get a separate layer which pops up here, which is purely for the text only. Now, if you're on a Mac and PC, this is for Mac. I'll do another one for PC a bit later on. But for Mac, what you would do is, if you wanted to put a copyright symbol in, you do an Option G, and that would give you a copyright symbol. I've got it in red at the moment. I'll show you how to change that in a minute. And then give a space, and then type in what it is that you want to type in. So in my case, I'm going to put in, if I can spell my own thing, image.com.au. So I've just added in openimage.com.au in typeface in red using a font of Arial Regular. So I can change all of this, of course, which is what the beauty of doing this kind of thing is. I can come up here, and if I click on the font area so it goes white and use my arrow keys, I can come down the arrow, and as I come down, I'm changing the font, or I can change the font. I'll show you again. Hold on. So you need to have this like that, come in here. There we go. So as I'm going down, you see it changes. I'm going to go with Arial Narrow on this one. No particular reason, just because I like it. And because it is now on its own layer, I can, of course, use the Move tool, which is the first tool up here, and move it into position. Now, as you can see, it's slightly too big, as in the text. So I've got a couple of choices here. I can either come here and change this points here from 25.41, which it sits at the moment, to 24. And that should make it a little bit smaller and a little bit tighter. Or I could, for instance, come and use the Move tool and go Control or Command T, which gives me a box around it. I'm able to move that going from the corners how I'd like it. Put it to the right hand corner of my border here, and then come up and approve it. And there you have it. That's how you put text in. Of course, you can change the color of the text. As long as you've got the layer highlighted and you're on the text up here, you should then be able to come in here and change it to whatever color you fancy, and you can see it live as it goes along. So you can see it on the screen. So if I use something a little bit around here, not quite black, a little bit of blue in there, so it's a deep blue, and there you have it. Right, so that's one way of going about putting text in. It's probably the nicest way of putting it in, because other than that, you can't edit it very easily. Later on, we'll talk about vectors and how you can change it and make the text your own and so on and so forth. But for the moment, that's how you add some text into your print. Thank you.